out loud. You can't even admit it out loud with you. You're not even comfortable with you. But you are expecting yourself to be comfortable with another person that you haven't even known that long. You see what I'm saying? When you actually break it down, like what you're wanting is unrealistic based on your mindset. It's not that you're not worthy of it. It's not that you have to be perfect. It's not that you have to be fully healed. People always say that, I don't need to be fully healed. I don't need to be fully healed. No, you don't. But you have to get to a place where you can actually receive the love. You have to get to a mindset where you don't self-sabotage. You have to get to a mindset where you can be reciprocal and not just take. You have to be able to give. And you have to be in an energy where you don't just give, but you demand reciprocation as well because you deserve it. So yeah, this is why some of you have felt burnt out in relationships and the anxious attachment, because you're giving, because it's not coming from a place of you really wanting to do that. It's coming from a place of you feeling like you need to. I need to do all this right up front in the beginning, or this person won't find interest in me. I need to do this right away. I gotta have sex or they're not gonna like me. So if you're basing that, listen to the logic. I have to abandon my own comfort zone right now because everything in my body is telling me that I'm not ready to have sex with this person. But my wounded ego is telling me if you don't do it, they're not gonna love you. They're not gonna stay with you. That is the basis that you want. That is the foundation of the relationship. Even though you're not speaking it out loud, even though this is not like an agreement that you guys are talking to, this is the foundation that you are creating internally for the relationship. You're starting the relationship off on abandoning yourself, and then you wonder why you end up self-sabotaging, which leads to the perceived abandonment in the end. You're not being honest. You're not being real. And you're still perpetuating the same toxic cycles of not being able to talk about your feelings, cope, and then you expect the other person to this is just how you are. No. You got to stop and look in the mirror and see how you're contributing to this. Okay? This is when a lot of you guys ask me, no one says how to fix shit. I do say it over and over. You just are not listening. Because it's not what you want to hear, because you want a pill, you want a quick fix, you want a workshop, you want a little quick worksheet, you want a journal prompt. That's not what it is. It's really breaking yourself down, stripping yourself of all the ego and all the shit, the high horse that you're on, the victim mode, the shame, the guilt, the anger, the insecurities that you try to project onto everyone else. That's what healing this shit is about. It's about getting real about how you feel and not wearing a mask and then turning around and saying, you lied to me. No, you lied to them too in the relationship because you were not being honest. Your avoidance is one of the biggest detriments. Your avoidance and your inability to speak up when you need to. And then the way that you project and think that they should just read your mind and know how you want to be treated. That is where your relationships start to fail. It's not just the fact that this person is still doing the thing and doing that. No, your role in it matters. Your role matters too. Your avoidance is keeping you in cycles of suffering. I'm trying to tell you. Your avoidance and not addressing shit and not being honest about how you feel is the reason why you keep going through these cycles. It's not the person that you keep choosing. It's you. You are the chooser, even though you don't think so. You're so focused on, I want to be chosen. I want to be chosen. Why? Half of you don't even know why you want to be chosen by this person because you haven't even given enough time to get to know them. I just want to be chosen, want to be chosen, want to be chosen. Why? And then when you get chosen by the person, finally, when they get done doing all the shit and dogging you and cheating and doing all the things, now they're ready for a commitment, and because you stuck around for so long, like a stray dog, I'm going to say it, not knowing your worth, just looking for somebody, then they choose you. Okay, now you can come in, and then you sit here and you realize, I don't fucking even want this, actually. Once the ego is satisfied, then the heart starts to speak the truth. Once the ego has been satisfied, then the heart has space to say, wait. I got what I wanted. Well, how come it still doesn't feel good? I won. I got it. I beat all the other people out that were competing. I've won the race. I've won the competition. Here is my prize. And then you realize your prize is someone who's emotionally unavailable, someone who can't even have conversations, someone who does not respect you, who does not respect themselves, or they wouldn't be treating you the way they're treating you. That's what you won. You got it. You're chosen now. So what's up? Why you, what's up? What's wrong? You know? Zarika, do I talk on myself? Yeah, I do. Usually just by myself. If you want to book something, we can talk like off the camera and I can see where you're at. But normally I don't let people just join randomly that I don't really know where they're at or what's up, who they are or where they're at. But yeah. So, yeah, it's not them, it's you, babe. It's not them, it's you. And the sooner that you can start to get real with that and get honest with that and stop projecting, it's so obvious how people feel about themselves based on what people are saying in this country and the US around this election and what's going on, the way that people are just, it's so obvious how people feel about themselves. It's all a reflection. It is all a reflection. So, hi. Hello, Lily. Yeah, so it's been quite a journey of this shadow work, and I know a lot of you guys are deep in it. You guys are deep in it now, and you've come to the place where you just can't run no more. And this is what I'm saying. This is happening by design in the U.S. right now. And I felt it for a long time. Even when it was all going, I didn't want to say it out loud because I didn't want it to be true, but I knew the outcome of what was going to happen because we need it. This country is so heavily rooted in racism, and so many people want to look the other way that it doesn't exist anymore. And not just racism, but classism. And that is what's really going to get it, because there's a certain group of people that don't give a damn about me not having money, but once it impacts their pockets, which it will, then we'll get shit done. And unfortunately, it's sad that it had to get to that point for people to actually care about other people, but this is how it works. Sometimes we have to be directly impacted to understand other people's experiences. You know? We attract unavailable people because there's a part of us that's unavailable. You know, even though you want deep connection, there's a part of you that's not open with your fears, with your insecurities, with your shortcomings. And so you subconsciously attract people that also don't want to talk about it so that we can all be unavailable together. That's why. Whenever someone attracts someone who's emotionally unavailable, there's a part of you. You may be open to a certain extent. And I love when people say, I'm an open book. Yeah, you're an open book from chapters 1 and 2, babe. We open the book and it's chapters 1 and 2. There's a whole meat and potato in the middle that you haven't even read yourself. Talk about you an open book. You're open to as much depth that you've allowed yourself to be within yourself. This is why you're not able to contain a deep connection that you're actually seeking, because someone who has already gone deep within themselves is not going to be satiated or satisfied with someone staying on the surface. That's just the truth. It will get old very quick. Like, there's no way I would have, and not that this person's a bad person, but there's no way that I would even be sexually, emotionally, physically attracted to someone right now who maybe was just waking up and still very much like in the behavior, like still very much in the like beginning stages of like, what the heck, even though like that's someone that I would coach, like I would be a coach, but that's not someone that I would choose now at this point in my life to be my partner, because I don't want to be a coach. I've always been the coach to my partner. I've always been the mentor to my partner. I've always been the long conversations all night talking, building people up, pouring life, setting up businesses. Come on, helping with debt, paying off people's shit. Always doing this. I don't want that anymore, and it makes me resentful, and it doesn't make me feel like I can be in my feminine energy. I don't want to be in masculine energy, and those are masculine energy qualities. I want to hype my partner up. I want to be that fluid and that inspiration, because that's who I am at my core, but I don't want that to be the depending factor on if we can make it or not. If I'm not coaching you, we won't make it. No, I want someone who is wanting to do the work themselves, who is just as committed as I am. That's what I deserve. I deserve that. And I'm not going to feel bad. And I don't feel bad anymore when I am approached by men, when I am approached by anyone, and I can already feel that we're on a different energetic level, and I can have a beautiful conversation. And I know that you probably think that my kindness is flirting, but at the end of that conversation, I don't feel obligated to give you my number anymore and make up this whole lie. I just know energetically we're not a match. Well, how do you know? You haven't even gotten to know me. I just know, babe. I just know. Okay, I don't have to tell you that. I don't have to tell you that, and I'm not going to feel bad, and I don't need a whole dissertation on why, and I'm not going to pretend that I'm already in a relationship, and I'm not going to say all these lies, because I don't want that shit going out into the universe. I'm not already in a relationship. I'm just going to be honest. I'm just not interested. I just don't feel the energy. We can have great conversation, and it can end there. It doesn't have to go further, and a lot of you need to recognize that. Just because someone looks at you doesn't mean that's your soulmate. That is your insecure attachment. Damn, the one person who just looks at you, even if you're not attracted, you didn't feel shit. But now you're forcing yourself to be with this person, and you're forcing them to be somebody that they're not, just because you don't want to wait for the person that's more aligned with you. It don't make sense. Yeah. Just because they like you doesn't mean you have to like them. Just because they're interested in you doesn't mean you have to be interested in them. Stop feeling bad for not having reciprocal feelings. You're allowed to be a whole vibe and go out and flirt and have fun and say no at the end of the day. You're allowed to be that. I am naturally like that. And I don't want to feel like I have to dim my light, because then we have to have a whole therapy session at the end of the club night because I don't want to go home with you. I'm having a connection right now, and that's it. And I'm not going to feel bad that I don't want to give you my number. And you can go down all the reasons why. Oh, you only like this type of person. You know how many times I've had to defend myself just for not being interested? Oh, you only like white guys. Oh, you only like black guys. Oh, you're a lesbian. Oh, you like women. Oh, you're single. Oh, you married. Oh, no, I just don't like you. Or I just don't feel nothing. I just want it to end right here. That's it. That's it. There's nothing. This was a great night. And I just want it to end here. And I don't want to be interrogated. Damn. I think you're awesome in this, but physically I'm not attracted to you. Is that what you really want to hear? Am I not allowed to, or maybe, I'm just done making myself feel like I have to not, damn, I want to be attracted. You know how many people, I want to look at my partner and actually get turned on. You know how many times I've just been like, well, I'm not really attracted, but they're nice and they like me. No, fuck that. I'm a beautiful, intelligent, smart, capable. I am bomb as fuck. I'm bomb. Okay? And I deserve to feel excited about my partner for once. Just like they're always excited about me. I want that same energy towards you. Wow, you're amazing. God, you're just so beautiful. I just love it. I love all these things. Okay, well, I want to say the same thing about you. Damn. Can I say the same thing about you? Yeah, I think you need a session too, babe. Yeah, and so it's just like unapologetic. Because, and I'm going to say it, like men, I love that. I'm learning a lot from men, because men are very unapologetic with the shit that they want. And I want to be like that too. Like, I love it when I talk to men and like, no, yeah, this so direct. That's the masculine energy, babe. That's the masculine energy right there. I love that shit. Really direct. Yeah, no, I had a great time, but no, I know I can't see myself with this person. You know that. We know that when you can meet somebody in the first 15 minutes, you're like, nope. And you can still go on and have a great dinner. You can still dance and have fun. And then when they say, oh my God, I would love this. I had such a great time. I could be like, you know what? I had a great time too, but I just don't see it going past this. I don't want to go through another 1 month turns into 5 months. 5 months turns into a year. And then here I am healing from some motherfucking shit that I didn't even want in the goddamn beginning, because I'm able to open my heart. I know that I'm able to see the potential and beauty and the love in everybody. So when I open my heart, I'm not playing with you. This is why I don't do like the situationship. That's not for me. I don't know how the fuck. I did it one time. I don't know how y'all be doing this situation. Hell no. This is a anxious wreck. What the fuck? No. I am not going with the flow with my feelings. I'm not going with the flow with this. And we can't even talk about if we want a commitment, but you want to lay up. That's crazy to me. Like, no, that's crazy to me now. It used to be okay with me, but it's not okay with me. You don't want me to bring up any type of uncomfortable conversations or anything like that. You just want to keep it light, but then you want to lay up. Then that is really heavy to me. Laying up is heavy. So do you want to be light or do you want to be heavy? Which one? Because light is just going to lunch and then I'm going to take my ass home. We can just be, you know what I'm saying? That's light. You see? And you talk yourself into it. Like you don't care. Oh, this is great. This is what I want. No. Stop lying. You're lying to yourself and then getting mad when the person is not delivering what you really desired, but you weren't upfront with that shit. Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, no, you know damn well you're looking for a relationship. You know damn well you don't want something casual, but because you're getting the energy from whoever you're with that wants something casual, you try to match their energy immediately. Stop fucking matching that energy if that's not what you want. Be okay with disagreeing and saying, "Oh, okay. Actually, no. I'm looking for something serious. I want something with intention and everything. So since you're looking for something casual, nothing wrong with that. But yeah, we're probably not going to go out after this." You know how much time you just saved yourself and that person? I'm not going to bring down what I really wanted just because, well, let me just lower it down so they can get in, and then I'm going to force them to level up. Fuck that. That is what you've been doing. That's what you've been doing. You go on here and you feel the red flags in your stomach, and you feel it, and you mistake it for butterflies or whatever. And then you lower the standard even though you went in knowing what the fuck you wanted, and then because this person can't meet you, you go down here and then you try to force them to be up here because you're not comfortable with who they are right there. You don't like them for who they are on the day that you met them. You like who they can be. You like who they can be. But anyone has the potential to be great. What do you like about them right now? Your issue is that the other person doesn't like me and makes me work harder. No. No. And that is, we do need to talk about that because why are we working harder for someone who does not like you? That's no. Okay, we don't vibe, we're not compatible. That has nothing to do with my worth. That just means we're not compatible. So cool. All right. You don't like me? Then I'm definitely not going to give you my energy anymore. If you've already decided that like this is not it, then why am I going to try to convince you that I am? Because I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. I know what kind of person, friend, partner, daughter, sister. I know who I am. I do. And just because you may not see it, and just because someone else may not feel it or see it in me, doesn't mean that it doesn't exist in me. Because someone outside of me doesn't tell me who I am. Someone outside of me doesn't validate me. Someone outside of me doesn't get to dictate how I show up on a daily basis. I revoked my power from everyone that I gave it to. It's a beautiful day in Florida. You got it. It's available to you. The peace is available within. You just have to let go of what's not creating peace in your life. And because of the attachments that we have, this is why you keep stuck in perpetuating states of suffering, because you're attached to the person who is hurting you. You're attached to the person who is causing you pain. You're attached to the idea about yourself that's not serving you. You're attached to the job and the title and the status and what you think that means for you. You're attached to the money in this job, even though it brings you so much pain and sadness to be in the job. You're attached to the label of the fact that you can call yourself a lawyer, even though being a lawyer makes you sick. You're attached to these identities that you've created that have nothing to do with who you really are here. Because what happens when the job goes away? What happens when the person no longer wants you? What happens when the money stops flowing in and you have a month of nothing? Are you nothing? Are you nothing? Now that you don't have the job, you're nothing. Now that you don't have the partner, you're nothing. That's what I thought. I literally thought in 2021, I remember saying out loud, please, you can't leave me. Literally, I physically, emotionally, mentally don't know what I'm going to do if you disconnect. The thought of you being with somebody else, that's what it was. The thought of you choosing someone else. It wasn't, you are the love of my life. You are everything. Like, what are you talking about? No, that's not what I was saying. The thought of you choosing someone else, the thought of you being intimate with someone else just makes me sick. Because I was in competition. I was in competition. I wasn't in love. I was in attachment. Are you kidding me? Now? You can have them. You're out of your mind if you think I'm going to compete with somebody. But it's taken me some years to get here. When I tell you, begging on my knees for a dude that was cheating on me, had no money, I was supporting all these different things. And not that you need money, but I was literally buying everything, doing everything, supplying the apartment, the credit, everything. And it's just like, what the fuck am I on my goddamn knees for? That is how much I did not see my worth. That is how much I didn't feel deserving. That is how much I didn't see my beauty and my strength. That is how much I didn't see who I fucking was. But everybody else saw it, and they took advantage of that, and they used that. But now my kindness comes with boundaries. My heart comes with boundaries now. Because it's my job to protect my inner child, no one else's. It's my job to speak up for myself, no one else's. It's my job to set them boundaries, no one else. It's my job to let people know when I'm uncomfortable, no one else. It's my job to let people know when I've had enough, no one else. It's my job to let people know how they've impacted me, no one else. It's my job to protect myself by making sure that I create environments that are conducive to how I want to live. And being okay with the fact that some of those decisions are not going to be happy and pleasant for everyone involved. Sometimes choosing yourself can be a disappointment or a pain to someone else, but that doesn't mean that we don't do it. Doesn't mean that we don't do it. You got to get uncomfortable. You have to get uncomfortable. You are so complacent because you are scared of the uncomfortable feelings of what it's going to take for you to do to let go of that addiction, to let go of that person, to let go of that job, to let go of the ideas, to let go of the procrastination, to let go of letting every single day go by where you're not doing something that's preparing you to get ready for where you really want to be. This is your human experience, to experience all the spectrums of feelings, the high highs, the low lows. Stop trying to get around the low lows. It's a part of life, and you already feel low on a daily basis by not honoring the actual lows that you've been running from. You already feel low. That's what I'm saying. It's counterproductive to continue running from the low because you can't fake the funk no more. After you go through this spiritual awakening, and ignorance is no longer bliss. This is why the bar and this and all the things that you used to do to escape, they ain't working no more. All you do is feel more shame because you know that you're hurting your body, you're hurting yourself, on top of the fact that you're not dealing with the shit that was already there. You're creating more trauma. You're creating more trauma by not dealing with the trauma that was already there. Every connection, all these empty ass connections, the fact that you can't sit still, you keep healing from situationships. Do you realize that? You are literally healing over and over and over again from people that were not even committed to you, that you weren't even committed to, but you were acting like it. Playing a role, playing a character, up here playing house with your feelings, and then getting upset when shit hits the fan when you knew it was going to from the beginning. You over here playing Russian roulette, just playing with your heart over and over, but you want to blame everybody else. He's doing this and she's doing that. No, it's you. You knew, you've been getting the downloads that you need to be single. You've been getting the downloads that you are not ready to be in a relationship, and you keep ignoring those downloads because guess what your addiction is? People. Guess what your addiction is? Sex. I know, but you don't see it as an addiction. You don't see people as an addiction. You don't see sex as an addiction. So this is why you are still where you are doing the same thing, because of that awareness and how normalized it is in our society. That's why you don't see it as an addiction. You have an addiction to people. The fact that you literally are getting out of another situation and you already got somebody on the back burner. You always got somebody texting you. You always got somebody, hey, beautiful, good morning, good night. You just always are in this cycle of like just empty ass, low vibrational connections. How did I get past it? I had to force myself to sit in the uncomfortable feelings of feeling lonely. Like, it literally made me want to scratch my eyes out, you guys. Like, of course, like, I wanted to be stimulated. I wanted to have a drug. I wanted to have something, because on top of that, I was unmasking and coming into terms these last 4 years that I've been undiagnosed with ADHD, and I think on the spectrum as well. So not only am I understanding all the sadness and the pain, I'm realizing that I need dopamine too. There's also another reason why I'm always looking for a stimulation. It's not just my wounding, it's my brain chemistry. So it's a lot. It's a lot to come to terms with and recognize, like, damn, a lot of these addictions are because of like these things that I didn't know about myself. Okay? Some of you are addicted to people, addicted to sex, because your only connection, the only time that you feel alive, the only time that you feel some type of love or escape or whatever it is that you're trying to feel is when you're in that moment of synergy with the person. But as soon as you climax, as soon as it's over, you want to disconnect. That's how you know that it's not coming from this and it's coming from this. As soon as you let it go, as soon as you climax, you're ready to disconnect. And you felt that when people have done it for you, and you hate that feeling. You hate when you are with somebody and you're making it more than it really is, and you're thinking that you're actually having this real emotional connection with somebody, but what you're really having is filling a void. You're just having the actual physical experience of doing it, not this. And then as soon as it's over, and as soon as that person releases that tension, disconnect, get up, and it's like a cold transaction, baby. You know what I'm talking about. And then you're over here feeling bad and feeling upset, because you did not get to know who this person really was and what they want. And they told you that they didn't want no commitment, and you still chose to lay up. You still chose to give this part of you, even though you know that I know that you know that I know that you are someone that needs to reserve this part for someone who actually has that emotional safety and connection. And I finally had to stop being the perpetual victim when it came to my experiences dating men and all these things. No. Stop inviting them over. Stop letting them spend the night. Stop letting them do all these things that I am not ready to do just because I want them to choose me. If it takes you doing that before I'm ready, then you're not my person. And I'm so okay with that. I'm okay with saying, hey, no, okay, we're not compatible. I'm not going to force it. It's okay. I don't want anything that has to be forced. I don't want to do anything I'm not ready for. I don't want to do anything that I don't really feel in my heart just to have a connection, because then the connection is already not true. Then the connection is already with gaps. The connection is already built on a faulty foundation. And I don't want to consciously do that anymore. I want to meet the person who sees me more than just an object, who sees me more than just a void, who sees me more than just arm candy, who sees me more as someone who can just help them. I want someone that is excited to pour into me the same way that I've always poured into other people. I'm ready for that reciprocal energy back. And this is why I can't continue to just give it away and not demand that respect and that reciprocation in return. And there was a part of me that used to feel bad for wanting that in return. And that was because of the conditioning and the experiences that I had growing up. But I am no longer that child anymore. I'm no longer that little girl. And so I had to finally stop showing up like that. That little girl still lives within me. You guys see her all the time. You see her. She lives within me. She's not going nowhere, baby. I'll be doing the horse noises and all this shit. I'll be doing that probably on my deathbed when I'm out in the field taking my mushrooms on my final days, because that's how I want to go out. I'm going to put in my will. Hopefully, God willing, I would love to just pass away naturally. I don't know why I'm talking about this right now because it's kind of morbid, but just stick with me. What I'm saying is I'm going to be doing that to the end. This is me. This is me to my core, and the unmasking has been so liberating. And so, like, this is me. And so if this is not okay with you, or this is not something that you like or whatever, I am so glad that I am allowing you to see this now so that you can make informed decisions before you try to ask me out. Okay? Because don't you dare think you're going to ask me out and then 3 months in be like, yeah, I don't like that horse. Excuse me? You know how I'm going to respond? Skedaddle on out of here then. Okay. That's what I'm going to say. You know what, babe? Like, this has been great, but, like, you know, now that we're like, can you stop doing the horse? Because it's just kind of embarrassing. Oh. Skedaddle on out of here then. But you can't ride me out of here. Get your own damn horse and ride on out this bitch. Because you won't be riding on me since you don't like the horse. I need someone that, come on, you guys, who's going to be with me? Come on now. Who's going to be with me? This is going to be a special person, okay? Come on. So this is what I'm saying. I love this part of me now. And this was a shadow part of me. This like super duper, like over the top, goofy part of me that like, I was raised by Jim Carrey and Robin Williams, Martin Lawrence. Those are type of comedians that are very much, they take over. It's like, you know, if you get that reference, I love you. But that's me. I want to be in it. I want to take over. I love comedy. I'm a comedian. I love it. And I'm saying it, shouting to the rooftops. I love being a comedian. I am a comedian. And I'm going to start stepping into this shit. And the way that I start doing it, the way I'm going to be prepared to actually be at the Laugh Factory or Side Splitters or whatever, but I got to start doing it here. I got to start letting it out here. You think I'm just going to go from being in the shadows, just on the stage? No, I'm building myself up. This whole thing that y'all been seeing for me has been a process. And I'm trying to tell y'all, it's a process. So the longer that you wait to start taking step one, the further you still are away from the process, guys. Some of y'all think, I don't know if you think, some of y'all think that as soon as you post your first video, you're all of a sudden going to be on a TED Talk. I don't know what you guys are thinking or something like, oh, hi, this is my first video. I'm coming out because I'm really trying to learn. TED Talk, TED Talk. Hey, come on. TED Talk. The Oprah Show wants it. Guys, it's going to take time. You're going to have time to prepare to start to build the confidence. It's like some of your thought process. Yeah, hello, this is my first video ever. And it could be. Hey, it's infinite possibilities. There's infinite possibilities. But I don't think that God's going to give you something until you're ready for it. I really do believe in that too. I believe that there's infinite possibilities. You could do one video and it could happen. People have. Maybe not for what they really wanted to go viral for. There's some people who have, you know, it's just something silly, but it's not really from their heart. You know, that's happened too. But like when you're creating something meaningful, it's going to take some process and time. And so those of you that are scared of being seen, you think God is going to be like, okay, you're going to do your first video. And then the second one's going to be at the inauguration. Well, not this last one, but whatever one that, okay, that example. The next one's going to be at somewhere with a lot of people that you would actually want to be at. You think that's what God's going to do that? I know that you have been hiding in the shadows for 37 years, and this is your first 30-second video coming out into the light. So the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to speak at the Super Bowl, all right? Yeah, the Super Bowl. You're going to speak your truth at the halftime show. That's not how it's going to be, babes. And that's what I feel like some of y'all are thinking that in your head. I'm not ready for it. It's just a little baby step that you're taking, and then you're going to build. And then as you build, you get more confident. And then as you get more confident, you don't give a fuck. And then as you stop giving a fuck, you feel liberated. And then you could actually do the job that you came here to do. But all this other shit is really blocking you from doing why you came here. You signed up to come to this ghetto ass planet. I need you to get into alignment to help it do it. You signed up for a reason. I need you to come through. Otherwise, you just came here to suffer. I definitely did not. When they called me, when I was up there with the avatars and I was over there doing some futuristic shit, I was doing some Reiki and I was doing the energy, and I was just over here minding my own business up in my little spaceship. I was doing my thing, an avatar on Lyria, and I was just over here living in peace. And I was like, ah, and I was just healing. And all of a sudden, boop, boop, I got like a little page and said, hey, Kristen, we need you to come to Earth. And yeah. And I said, what? And yeah, this gonna be a doozy. Earth is following up. We need you. And so then I said, all right, okay. So since I made this commitment, I'm definitely gonna get my end of the bargain, which is living my life of abundance. My end of the bargain, they said, hey, listen, you're going to come here. It's going to be a lot of darkness. You're going to have to face a lot of shit. But once you overcome it, your mission is to teach people. And guess what? You're going to love that. It's going to make you feel so fulfilled. You're going to get to teach everything that you learn. And you're going to get to put into action and actually live this abundant life. You're going to be able to feel it. It's so great. You're not going to just be a spirit or a soul. You're going to actually feel it. It's going to be great. This is why you came here. Feel it all, do it all, experience it all, do all the things. That's why I'm not ashamed anymore that I went down the path and tried drugs and did all the things. It's my path, it's my human experience. Throw the shit, break your instruments, fuck it. You know? This is why I'm not ashamed anymore of all the things. It's built me. I'm a beautiful ass person because of the drugs. The drugs made me a more beautiful person because now I am more in tune. I understand it. I get it. I'm going to hold you accountable to it. I understand it. I'm not going to do it. I understand how it... I can be real with you on it. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, but I'm also going to say, hey, I get it. Because I've been there. And I don't think you're less of a person, but yo, we got to heal this shit. This is not the answer. This is not the solution to your pain. I'm telling you guys, once you just get a good cry out, like book a session, cry, laugh, get it out, and just have some direction, you are going to feel so much better. It feels overwhelming because you don't have no direction. This is why at some point you do need to invest in yourself. Help if you need it. Not everyone needs it. A lot of people can find the answers on their own, but we don't really ever find the answers on our own. We're looking at YouTube, we're looking at people's videos, we're reading books. This is why it's so important for all of us to share, because we're all helping each other based on where we're at in the journey. Maybe you're a little bit further ahead in your sexual healing, so I really appreciate it. Maybe I'm a little bit further ahead in healing my father wound, so we can switch that, and you've done this and that, and we can help each other. Oh, I've already done this. Here's my powers. That's why I feel like we're all little kids and like the Care Bears, and we all have the thing. And for me, I have a picture of a human on my belly button. My Care Bear thing, my troll, if I'm a troll, my little belly button or the Care Bear, I have a picture of like a human, because my power is people. I love people. That's my thing. I help people. That's my thing. My friend asked me the other day, they're like, if you were a Power Ranger, what Power Ranger would you be? I'm like, I wouldn't be an element. Well, I'm already fire, definitely, obviously, but I would be power to the people. Captain People. I don't want to be Captain Planet. Captain People. Power to the people. That's what I'm about. My Mars is in Scorpio? Pisces, I think. But anyway, y'all, I do have to hop off here a little bit early. Your girl's busy, okay? When you put your intention out here, when you know your worth, when you know what you're deserving of, stuff just flows to you. So I've been so busy. Thank you for all of you guys that have booked calls, that have booked coaching calls. I did have to turn off the free discovery call because it was just getting a little too overwhelming, which is a good problem to have. So if you see that missing, the free discovery call, once I modify it and change some of the times, it was... I didn't know, like I haven't been on here promoting myself as much and these videos and all the stuff that's happening right now. I started getting like hundreds of calls and I was like, oh shit. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Spirit. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hold on. Let me do this because I can't take 100 calls a day, but I appreciate the fact that I'm in alignment, because the fact that all these calls and this stuff is coming in lets me know that I'm in alignment. Abundance is my birthright. The money wounds that I've been healing and letting go of is working. Money comes to me easily. Money comes to me fast. Money loves my company. When money comes, it lasts. Money comes to me easily. Money comes to me fast. Money loves my company. When money comes, it lasts. Every day, all day. It's not about feeling bad and materialistic. It's about knowing that money is a tool so that I can have the freedom to create and do what I want to do, and also be a key player in this 1%. Because guess what? I may not make it to $1 billion, but I'm gonna make it to the millions, and I'm gonna be able to do some things and help some communities, since other people who have the money to do it won't. I'm not going to use that as an excuse. Well, they have the money, you should help. Okay, well then I'm going to cure it. How did they do it? Because they're not as smart as me. I am smart too. I'm fucking smart too. I could go toe to toe with what's his name. Let's go. I'm not scared. I don't think, now I'm smart as fuck. I can make it. So I'm going to, and then I'm going to beat you at your own game. The communities that you try to tear down, I'm going to come right back around you and build that bitch right up. The money that you're trying to take out of people, I'm going to come right back around and build the food back up. Because why else am I here? What's more important than that? That's how I feel. So, all right, y'all. I got to go get ready for my first coaching call today. Get ready, gym, all the stuff. I've been finding balance. I'm starting Ramadan. So today's my last day of all the stuff. And then starting tomorrow, fasting, no water, no food. When sundown, I will be eating a lot of root vegetables, potatoes, carrots, kale, nourishing my body, really challenging myself, drinking lots of water at night. And then I'm going to do it where I'm going to wake up, because I wake up early. I wake up at like 5 in the morning. So my friend, she told me, she's like, oh yeah, before the sun, some people who do Ramadan, they wake up really early and have like a breakfast or something. I think that's what I'm going to do, because I still want to be able to do my workouts and have the energy. So I think I'm going to eat like a lot of calories at night, right when I break the fast, fill up on water, eat the date, eat my food, have a big protein meal right away, do a little snacking, and as long as I'm in bed by like 11:30, get up by like 5:30ish before the sun comes, maybe eat a couple hard-boiled eggs, drink a big thing of tea, drink a big thing of water, and then as soon as that sun comes up, let's go. I want to pray, I want to do breath work, I want to be off my phone except if I'm working or doing something intentional, and I want to start writing my book, I want to start practicing my DJ. I am using this time to connect to me. And I hope that you find that energy and you find that will and that discipline for yourself, because it's on the other side of the discipline and you being focused, you guys, all over the place, scatterbrained all over the place. You got to hone in. You got to tell people no. You got to start setting boundaries and you got to get serious. Okay, you play. We're gonna have more time to play in the future. You're gonna have more time to play, and it's gonna come from a place of truth. You're not gonna go on a vacation and then be stressed out because you're spending all the money that you don't really have. No, that's not fun. I want you to experience going on a vacation, having the money, taking care of it, and being present in your experience, and not worrying about this and that. Eat the freaking food that you want. Get the damn drink that you want. Get the hotel room that you want. You deserve that shit. You deserve that. Stop cutting corners all the time and nickel and diming yourself. No, get that fucking hotel room that you want. Get that flight. This is why you're here. You can't take a flight in the spiritual. You can't take a flight in the 5D. This is why you came to this realm, so that you could experience this shit. So do it. Fail hard, because if you're not failing, you're not trying. And if you're not trying, you're not going to get to this experience. You're not going to take it for what it really can offer you. I'm trying to tell you, on the other side of you being so scared of being seen is liberation. You can do anything. I'm trying to tell you, it really is a mindset. It's not just some bullshit annoying thing that we heard in childhood. If you believe in yourself, you can do anything. Nah, that shit is for real. Okay? I don't know how else to stress it. This is why I'm so passionate when I deliver my message, because I'm trying to get y'all to see this shit is for real. This shit is powerful. All right, that's all I'm going to say for today. I may come on a little bit later, but probably not. I'm really busy, actually. Let me not even bullshit with y'all. I'll see y'all on Sunday. All right, I'll see you Sunday. Tomorrow's the first day. You're going to see completely sober. No caffeine, no sugar, no weed, no nothing. Sober. Sober Kristen. Coming to ya. All right? I'll see you Sunday. All right. Bye. Love ya.